Hello, I'm Elijah Parker. I'm going to be demonstrating the new energy usage page for the EMC 2020 web app. So this is the new page. To get to it, we'll first go to the global menu once you're logged in, and this menu used to be called global settings, but now that the usage has expanded beyond just settings, it's now just called global. And in there we have the energy usage, the device overview, and season mode. All of these things have to do with all the buildings across your account. So when we're dealing with a specific building, we have the building pages, but here under the global menu are things that look at all the buildings at once. So energy usage is the new one of those, and we're on that screen now. Right now, this is how it would look more or less when you first come in. This is our demo test account. So these are just made up buildings here that we use for testing, but you'll see a similar thing with no data when you first come in. So I'm going to walk through how to use this page and then what we can get out of it once we get some data in it. So we up at the top here we have the energy type, and that can be electric or natural gas. You can click on whichever one you want to be working in, and that not only affects what you see down here, but it also affects what you're saving, what you're inputting. So we're going to start with electric, and then the first thing to do in order to add data here is to select a building. So I'm just going to select this first building, and if you have a bill in hand, that's the nice way to get that usage info. And so we'll add on the bill this start date and end date for the billing period, that date range, and then the usage in kilowatt hours, and then the price, and then also optionally an invoice number. And what this does is just helps you keep track of what bill this data came from. We will see once we get this input, we'll have a list here, so then you can see you've got the invoice number just for your own tracking. It's optional though. So I'm going to start by selecting a building, and since we're looking 6 months back right now, I'm going to go back and put our first item in starting in November. I'm just going to do the let's see, let's do the 19th to December 19th. And then I'm just going to make something up for this. Let's say $6,000, I don't know, $500, and I'll just make this up here and submit. So there, it's added. And what we see in December is 3,600 kilowatt hours. That's because it's not a whole month. So if we had done December 1st to December 31st, 6,000 kilowatt hours, we'd be seeing 6,000 there. But because this is just through the 19th, that's what the prorated amount ended up being. If we look back here to 9 months back, this is our date range. Click update. Now we can see we've got 2,400 here, 3,600 here. So altogether we have 6,000 total, as you can see. So I'm going to set this back again to 6 months back, and if we select this building again, the nice thing is that now that we have a billing period established, it's going to automatically fill in the dates for the next month. So we got 12/19 to 1/19, and you can adjust those if necessary, but likely those are going to be close to what your next bill will be. So again, I'm going to do a different amount this time. Let's say it's going up a little bit. We'll do 7,000, 550 here, and I'm just going to leave the rest of the invoice numbers blank to speed it up for the demo here. So now we see the December amount go up a little bit, and it's up a little more than 6,000 because we have a higher rate for that December 19th on. And so then going into January, again, this is partial. But this is a lighter color because it's more usage. So what we're already beginning to see is that we'll have kind of a heat map of color coding. The lighter color means more usage. Even though this shows less usage, we're looking at per day, again, because we have incomplete data here. So we can already see that January's usage is higher than December's because that was a bigger bill. That's more on the side of January. So let's just keep adding here. Gonna go up higher one more time. So now we see the brightest is now February, and if we get this up, we'll drop back down. Now we'll do 5,000 for March. So now that's the darkest. That was the least usage. So we can see that trend already. And so if you continue this just with all the buildings, you'll have a nice overview of where your energy is going, what's costing the most, which buildings are costing the most on which months, and from that you can optimize your decisions about other things. So we're interested in getting feedback on how you want to use this data, but right now this just gives you a good overview so that you can at least start by knowing where your costs are going, what the energy usage is. And if we want to go to energy bills, now we've got some stuff populated here. We can see these are the bills we entered, and we can click on one of these and delete it if we wanted. And we can add them from here too, now that we've got this building selected, but normally you do it from the building screen here. And then with natural gas, we didn't add any of that yet, but it's the same thing. So same idea, we can just fill it in, except with a natural gas bill instead. So that's it. We're excited to see what feedback we get from this, and look forward to continuing to improve it.